Hi everybody, I am Pransiskó וויט for Arutz Tov and Management of Reality in this joint program. And today I'm interviewing Gali Bat Khourin, not her real name, but this is how everybody knows her in Israel. Bat Khourin actually means the daughter of freedom. Gali has been an important media personality here in Israel. She used to have her own radio show, and now she is hosting, what is the name?
Forum Cafe Shapira.
Forum Cafe Shapira. Tell us about Forum Cafe Shapira.
Forum Cafe Shapira was formed to give a solution to the strange problem of the missing of common sense from the discourse. So we started as a group, all of us ex-lefties, mostly academics, and we formed a group, and then we realized that within our close group in the Facebook, there are more academic titles than I think in any university. So we said, let's form some kind of our own university.
You are leading a strategy in which people who abandoned the left speak to people who are still in the left.
I wish. I don't know. It's not the main target. The main target is the majority of Israelis are it's silly to call it right wing. They are Zionists and they are not anti-Semites. Okay? The majority is Zionist and not. Some of them are misguided. Some of them, quite a few of them, really a lot of percentages of the Israelis, they live right and pretend they are left, and they are afraid. So the main goal of Forum Cafe Shapira is to help them stop hiding, to help them be proud of what they are. And I'll tell you one thing. Yesterday I was walking in Kfar Saba, and it's not the first time it happens. I walk into a shop, and you have in all the most of the places there are television opened there, and it's always on the really disgusting channels of when you watch a second, you see that they are bullshitting you with anti-Israeli propaganda in Israel. Okay?
So you're talking about the Israeli media.
So I'm talking, that's take it for as a fact now, okay? Well, maybe we'll unveil it later. So,
but you are talking about the Israeli media.
Israeli media, it's not Al Jazeera. Al Jazeera, I think, is a bit better.
Poor journalistic standards.
Poor journalistic, they just lie without even hiding it.
So they don't even try to lie very well.
Exactly. So the whole thing, I'm walking inside those shops, and you can see the man in the shop is never been a lefty. He's not one of them. And I ask, why for crying out loud, Channel 13? Why are you doing this stuff? And all of them. And it's became my crusade, because I'm pointing it out, and no, you don't know those lefties. They are violent. They boycott me. I lose clients if it shows channel like 14. Channel 14 is the
or Arutz Tov.
Arutz Tov. They will burn the shop.
I see.
And all of them are afraid. They sit down all day, most of the day alone in their shop, with this channel that they hate. That's the main goal of Forum Cafe Shapira, to get all those people to be proud of what they are, because they should be proud. You should. Anyway, if you've got an opinion, you better be proud of them, because opinion you can change. It's not like the skin color or something like that. So there's no point having opinions that I'm not proud about.
Okay.
I was raised in a youth movement, which is communist. It's called the Shomer HaTzair.
Yes.
My father was Marxist. Fascism is kind of something that was meant to be a secular religious.
Religion.
It started with Hegel, secular religious. So it's the state. The state meant to replace God, and actually in progress it's not the state anymore, it's the society. For some reason, the progressives think that if the society would be perfect according to their values, and we'll speak about their values if we have time, every individual will be doing very well. But so they think that the society is some kind of a god that could have given every justice, perfect justice for everybody. As Thomas Sowell calls it cosmic justice.
You used to be on the far left, and you're saying the far left in Israel is Marxist and they're progressives. They believe that the state is all powerful and therefore can make a perfect life for everybody. This is what they sell people. This is what makes them popular with people, this belief that the state can take care of everyone perfectly. But what is the relationship between that and being anti-Semitic inside Israel and being anti-Israel inside Israel? I mean, what is the relationship between the Marxist left and all of this activity against the security of the Jewish state and in favor of the jihadis? Because my impression, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but it sounds like you were saying that most of the Israeli media takes on the mainstream media is behaving as though it works for the enemy. Would that be fair?
Eventually, if you take the progress and woke, those are not ideologies. You can say that they're not.
We're talking about progressivism and woke ideology. Is that right?
Woke, and before that progress, and before that postmodernism, and before that all kinds of shit. They're all stations on the way to the revolution, because Marxism, according to Marxism, the history is turning in one direction, one vector, straight to the revolution. So each, and because it's very, very hard to sell communism to the Western world, they keep changing the names. But you can see that the woke and the progress, they're not real ideologies, because they have no consistent in them. One day you have to worship women, the other way you can have men entering their private places, and there's no consistency. So woke and progress are not at all ideologies. They are tools. They're constructive tools to deconstruct the West for the Marxists, so they can have their revolution sooner.
I see. So can I summarize this? So would it be fair to say then that in your model, woke and progressivism, as you say, are not real ideologies, and this is why they constantly adapt and change, because the only thing that they're really supposed to do is help the Marxists produce social conflict,
destroy,
so that they can tip the system into some kind of civil war.
Perfectly said.
Yeah?
Perfectly said. Now, we'll go back now to the main ship, to the matrix.
Okay.
And that's Marxism.
Okay.
And it's very, very typical in Marxism, and I know because I've actually been there. There's very, very few people who are Marxist, know what they're doing. Okay. And all the rest are, I'm sorry to be not original, useful idiots.
Okay.
And that's what I was. I was useful idiots.
Who invented the term useful idiots?
I think it was Stalin or Stalin.
It was the communists.
It was someone in the KGB, I think.
Yeah, and they were talking about their own followers.
Yeah, they were laughing at them because the KGB people, they were very cynical, and because they were doing cynical things, and they were laughing about it. And sometimes I can see the cynicism. I wouldn't say in the Israeli media, in one place, in Iton Haaretz, I can very easily imagine them sitting in a desk meeting, laughing their heads off.
In general, most of the big universities have the exact same ideology that you are describing in the Israeli media.
The universities in Israel are done I don't think you can repair them. We should destroy them and make new universities, because once they started to the Israeli universities is the place that change actually the human being, because normal human being is born and his reference for what's true or wrong is the reality.
Right.
In the university, you learn very profoundly to refer to the ideologic as the reference whether something is true or not.
I see.
It's actually making different person out of you.
I see.
You come out, and that's why I don't blame the media as a whole, because those are actually different kind of creatures that it's very, very hard. That's why it's very hard for us to speak with lefties, because we don't even have the basic reference of what
is real.
What is real, because it's reality or what fits the ideology. If you're not brainwashed anymore, you can see the brainwashing, and it's so clear that it's annoying. Even it's annoying for me even to see how they are trying to brainwash me. I'm looking at television and I say, I'm that idiot? That kind of idiot you think I am? It's really insulting. Lie to me better. I'm not that stupid.
Well, but it's working for a lot of people, right? It is working for a lot of people.
I think it's working because of another exponent they put in. They put in shame. And it's like they made you be ashamed to be a proud Israeli, to be a Jew, to
become ashamed of your own army.
You become ashamed of your own identity.
Identity, yeah.
And then they give you a way out. Like if you're progressive, if you come to demonstrations against you become again good people.
Right, you're redeemed.
You're redeemed, exactly. So that's where the religious goes in. They don't believe what they say they believe.
That's right. It's the contradiction again. So the only consistency is that they will defend things that help them produce social conflict leading to a civil war. That's the consistency, but the positions themselves
they don't care.
Have zero consistency.
As long as we fighting
exactly, as long as they get people to fight, it doesn't matter what.
Exactly. Okay. I was told that you are here to try to understand the Israeli society.
That's part of it.
And figure it out. So what I'm asking you, once you figure it out, can you tell me?
Of course, I'll be very glad to explain Israel to you as soon as I understand it.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Thank you very much.